How did you prepare for this particular film?
Well, one thing that we did is we reached out to, first we read a lot of memoirs of people who've been struggling with bipolar disorder, and we actually reached out to the authors to talk to them and to really express themselves and let us know what it's like, give us advice. And we actually got them to speak to Valerie, our director, to Taryn Manning, who, to really help them understand what it's like to live with this condition so that they could really give a really authentic portrayal. And that's what we were really going for, was authenticity. And so we went to people who could best help us with that in order to do that.
Now, the people who helped you, I mean, they weren't afraid to share with you their quote bipolar stories.
Right. So these are people who've chosen to write their memoirs, and they're putting themselves out there as advocates for the issue and trying to eliminate the stigma that surrounds mental illness. So these are people who've made that decision already to be out in public. So they were happy to help us. There was not an issue of people who didn't necessarily want to, because we were dealing with people who wanted to be out there and help us with this publicly. Yeah.
Now, with this film, it's like a daughter has to make a Solomon's choice. How does that play out?
It's a really tough decision, and one of the things that we've talked with when we've had test screenings, a lot of high school age students say this happens a lot more often than we think, and it's just very difficult. You really love someone and you want the best for them, and how much do you do self-sacrifice to make that happen? It's a very difficult decision, and the decision that comes out in this movie, what we really try to focus on is the struggle of making the decision, and different people will come to, in their own lives, different decisions of what to do in their own life.
Well, hey, thank you.
Thank you, Phillip. Definitely appreciate it.